to you. Never let me go. I lay it all down again to hear you say that I'm there. You were my desire. No one else will do. If nothing else could take your place, to feel the warmth of your embrace, help me find a way, bring me back to you. You're all I want. You're all I ever needed. You're all I want. Help me know you are here.
Everybody, stand up on the screen. Good morning, everyone. Today is November 2025. Private conference for the project with contract ID number 55 PSNA 0011. And now for our attendance.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Procurement Unit, headed by Engineer Prosper Argatayan, I would like to acknowledge the presence of these and awards committee. Our BAC Chairperson, Engineer Rinaldo B. Panima. Our BAC Vice Chairperson, Engineer Marietta A. Castro. BAC members, Engineer Lucy P. M. Villar, Ma'am Natalie S. Padilla. Head of Technical Working Group, Engineer Delgado W. DPS. Technical Working Group, DPWH member. Engineer Edison C. Coro Jr., BAC Secretariat members, Ma'am Lenny S. Ruiz, Ma'am Elaine H. Manos, Ryan O. Suja, Engineer Danette P. Boni, Ma'am Glenn Valdez, and yours truly, Shirley. Today we have one prospective bidder-based in the list of participants. We have from Lifeguard Security Agency, Sir R.G. Banaya. That's all for the attendance, Mr. Chair.
With the presence of the majority of the BAC members, I declare quorum. May we now proceed to the private conference. May I request the head of the procurement unit to read to us the details of this project and its households.
Mr. Chair, members of the Business Committee, the DPWH Secretariat, and our prospective suppliers. Good morning. Today, for our project with contract ID 55 0011, the title is Procurement of Security Services for DPWH Agusan del Norte Engineering Office for calendar year 2026. With an approved budget for the contract and the amount of 3,118,782 pesos and 20 centavos. The duration of the contract is then 65 days or the whole year of 2026. For the requirement, the bidder's SLCC should be similar to the contract we bid and should have been completed for 1 year prior to the deadline for the submission of receipt of bids. The ABC is already mentioned, which is 3,118,782 pesos and 20 centavos. The incidental services required from the prospective bidder should be the secure of premises and personnel by patrolling properly property, monitoring surveillance, equipment, and access points within the premise of DPWH District Engineering Office. Training and orientation for staff and clients conduct security checks all customer or visitors entering the office premises, monitor entry and exit points to prevent unauthorized access, request visitors to log and report their personal information before entering the office premises, issue a visitor's pass to all visitors of DPWH Agusan del Norte DEO upon deposit of their ID, conduct routine controls of the building and surroundings, identify any potential security risks or breaches, conduct regular roving inspection during nighttime to prevent incidents of theft or fire and ensure that entry or exit doors are unplugged and lights are switched off. Ensure all security alarms and systems are functioning correctly and respond promptly to any alerts. Keep track of office equipment, ensuring that they are secure and accounted for during shifts. Maintain log of all security incidents and report any suspicious activities immediately. Monitor the condition and security of DPWH and Agusan del Norte DEO vehicles within the parking areas. Assist in securing and maintaining the timekeeping machine. Regular monitoring of the CCTV system to ensure real-time surveillance of office premises. Incident reporting and documentation is mandatory. Alarm response and emergency handling, other services as indicated in the next section, section 7, 6. For the building security form, it can be in cash or in cashier's check or manager's check, and the amount of not less than 2% of the ABC or equivalent to 62,075 pesos and 64 centavos. If it is in the form of bank draft or guarantee or revocable letter of credit or surety bond, the amount should not be less than 5% of the ABC or equivalent to 155,959 pesos and 11 centavos. The bid security shall be valid until 120 calendar days from the scheduled opening of bids. So either of those forms can be acceptable as a bid security. In case of extension of bid validity and bid security validity period, substitution of the bid security form is allowed. It can be in either of the form, cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by the bank, or bank draft or guarantee or revocable letter of credit issued by a bank, provided, however, that it shall be confirmed or authenticated by a local bank issued by a foreign bank. The address of the submission of bids is indicated in the invitation to bid, which will be further flashed later. The deadline for the submission of bids will be on December 2, 2025, not later than 10 a.m. The place of bid opening is the same location, DPWH Agusan del Norte DEO, Rosales Avenue, Luzon City. The opening of bids follows immediately after the deadline of drafting of bids. The quality component shall be assessed on the basis of criteria with corresponding numerical weights, which may include qualitative, environmental, or social aspects linked to the subject matter of the contract or the security services. 1 or A, quality and technical merit, including technical competence and equitable track record. B, aesthetic and functional design and characteristics. C, the approach and methodology. D, accessibility. E, tools and equipment. F, social, environmental, economic, and innovative characteristics. G. Organization, qualification, and experience of employees or staff assigned to perform the contract. H. Ongoing contracts and work commitments. I. After sales service. Sales service and technical assistance. J. Delivery conditions such as delivery period and delivery process. K. Disposal measures. And L. Other relevant criteria in relation to the subject services to be procured. For the performance of security, or the performance security, shall be in any of the form. The amount of not less than 5% of ABC, 155,139 pesos and 11 centavos. If your performance security is in cash or cashier's check, manager's check or bank draft, guarantee or revocable LOC, or the amount of not less than 30% of the ABC if it is in a surety. As to the specific requirements, 1. Provision of 9 security guards to secure premises and personnel, patrolling property, monitoring surveillance, equipment, and access points within the premise of this district from January 1, 2025, December 31, 2025. For the security stations, office premises, 3 guards. For the day shift, for the night, second shift, the day shift, is office premises of 3. The third shift is another 3 with the corresponding time element per shift. Winning bidder shall undertake to provide all the requirements indicated under the technical specifications. We also indicated there the benefits accrued to the security guards. The benefits and other as prescribed by law to include 13-month payment, or 13-month salary, allowance, retirement benefits, regular holiday, and special working and non-working holidays. For the schedule of requirements, duration will be for 12 months. The required number of guards is 3 per shift, or equivalent to 9 for the whole per day. As to the qualification requirements, the security shall have the necessary experience and expertise in providing security services. The security guards must be licensed, properly skilled, trained, of good moral character, psychologically, mentally, and physically fit, with the following minimum qualifications: Filipino, 9, males or female, with the level of qualifications: OIC, 1 primary and alternate, at least 50 years old, physically fit to work and able to draft the documentations and reports of incidents. For regular security guards, 7, a reliever in case of absence, not more than 45 years old, physically fit to work. The service provider shall also submit the following documentary requirements prior to posting: certificate from an accredited security training institute, private security, licensing of PNP, NPA clearance, PNP clearance, barangay clearance, physical mental health certificate, psychoneurotic test drug test, and personal data sheet. Must be computer literate and capable of operating CCTV computer services. And perform other tasks that may be assigned from time to time. This number 6 is applicable for the two OICs. For the equipment and uniforms, the service provider shall ensure that security guards are to be provided with proper uniforms and paraphernalia, firearms and ammunitions, and other basic equipment in accordance with schedule of requirements, such as security services, handle portable two-way radio NTC license permit function display with complete accessories such as, but not limited to the following: battery charger for handheld radio, extra battery pack for handheld radio, and caliber pistol with ammunition and accessories, handheld metal detector, portable flashlight, rechargeable emergency light, security reflector vest, security uniform as per PNP SDG requirement to include brushing cap, necktie with pin, name cloth, pantaloon cloth, belt, black shoes, and socks. Other supplies and security paraphernalia shall consist of logbook, ball pen, umbrella, first aid kit, the corresponding quantity. Now, this is already been presented a while ago as to the services required from the provider. As to the responsibilities of the security provider, are also partly mentioned in the service required from the provider. Important emphasis here, the security provider shall be able to respond to security issues within 3 hours from the receipt of notification. In case of emergencies or urgent security concerns within office premises, the security guard should respond immediately. For any matters requiring further clarification, the security guard should contact the General Services Officer for additional instruction. Okay, reiteration as to the work schedule of assignment: 3 shifts for the building area or office premises. For day shift, 6 to 2 p.m. Second shift from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. The third shift or night shift from 10 p.m. to 6 in the morning. Other specific emphasis here: no employee relationship. The DPWH shall not be responsible for any claims to general injury, including death, sustained by the security personnel or a different person arising out of or in the course of the performance of functions of the security guards pursuant to this contract. It is expressly understood that no employee relationships exist between the parties of the employees, representatives, and agents. As to the liabilities for losses and damages, the security agency shall be responsible for any loss or damage that may be incurred by its security personnel. The DPWH may suspend or withhold whatever contract payments may be due to the security agency. Should be failed to pay such losses or damages within 15 days from the date of notice or until such loss or damage shall have been fully paid, restituted, or repaired by the agency, or go after the performance bond set forth in this contract. Likewise, the DPWH has the option to demand payment for the replacement value of lost properties or its replacement by another, which should be at least be substantially in the same condition as the lost properties. Compliance with the DPWH rules and regulations, the security agency will maintain effective discipline and full control and supervision over the security personnel assigned under this contract, as well as the implementation and enforcement of any and all rules, regulations, or directives that the DPWH may issue concerning the conduct of said security personnel. Okay, as to the prospect suppliers or bidders must state, comply or not comply with specifications and provide the corresponding performance parameters for offered equipment. Its response must be supported by a clear documentary support in the bid and properly cross-referenced. Acceptable evidence includes unaltered manufacturer sales, brochures, official specification sheets, product samples, independent test results, and similar documentations. These are for goods required from the provider. Claims should be backed by documentary support, and if the evidence contradicts the claim, the bid may be rejected. Any false statement, whether in the compliance form or supporting documents, found during evaluation, post-qualifications, or contract implementation may be considered fraudulent in accordance with ITB Clause 3.1 without prejudice to the imposition of appropriate administrative, civil, and criminal penalty in accordance with law. Additional requirements: the provider should have been of years of existence, liquidity of the contract, and organizational setup. It should also indicate the number of licensed firearms, number of and kind of communication devices, number of licensed guards. As to the security and other requirements for submission, permit, license to operate a private security agency from PNP, a certificate as PADPAO member, and a certificate of at least satisfactory performance from current client. For the technical requirements, because we are adopting to envelope system, envelope A should contain legal documents such as business registration, whether SEC for corporation, BDI for sole proprietorship, CDA for cooperative, mayor's permit, tax return, tax clearance, and free jobs. These documents must be valid and updated in the free jobs at least a week before the scheduled dropping of bids. For the second envelope, envelope B should contain the bid form, detailed estimates, and the documentary requirements to include the guilty pledge and the most sworn statement. For reiteration, deadline of dropping of bids will be December 2, 2025 until 10 p.m. Opening of bids follows immediately. That will be all, Mr. Chair.
Any question, clarification for this project? If there is none, this private conference is adjourned at 10:05 in the morning. Thank you.
Those are interested may purchase the big blocks.